Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, and I know I don't often show my face here on this channel because we are about all things organizing, decorating. Usually you're seeing a lot more of my hands and working on different projects, but today we are starting a little mini series, and through all the years I've done YouTube, I have done something that relates to this topic every single fall, because for some reason when fall hits and cold weather hits, which today it is freezing. I'm sitting here in big baggy sweatpants and a sweatshirt with a hot coffee, just trying to stay warm. We really got a nice cold snap here in central Pennsylvania. But every year around this time, I go into declutter mode. I know that we are headed into a long winter. We're gonna be indoors a lot, and the extra clutter is just more than I can stand. Plus, I feel like there's something with starting school, we homeschool, and changing of all of the winter clothing coming out, putting away summer clothing, all of that kind of collides at one time, and there is a ton of extra clutter in our house. Plus, I do a lot of canning and freezing in the fall, and so we've got that chaos going on too. So there's a lot going on in our house. I could go into a lot more, but if you guys want to hang out with me more on a day-to-day, you can go over to my main channel, but this channel we focus on home and home housekeeping. So what we're going to do over the next 2 or 3 videos, with a possibility of a pause for a room makeover, we are going to be going through my house, and we're going to be decluttering, getting rid of stuff, and really trying to organize in the way that I currently have things. I don't have an order of how I'm gonna go through the house. Hang on, I need a sip of coffee. This is so warm. But I'm going to focus on the things that are probably bothering me the most. The things I'm tripping over, the things that are just creating a bigger messes because they're not working well, and then we'll kind of go from there. I feel like when you start decluttering, it's kind of a domino effect. That's why I want to tackle most of the house at one time. So I don't really have a rhyme or reason. All I know is that it's more than likely going to take probably 3 videos or so to truly get through my whole house. I hope this gives you a lot of inspiration to either declutter or maybe give you ideas of how to organize areas in your house. So if you are going to do this with me, let me know in the comments what you're decluttering this week. Let's try to get through a majority of our homes in the next 3 weeks or so. Like I said, there may be a pause for a room makeover video, but we are going to tackle every little area. You guys are going to get to see areas of my house that are cringy maybe a little bit, or ones that I haven't shown you for a while, so they've gotten cluttered and messy. And hopefully by the end of this month, I will be set to go for winter. I'll feel like I've got a handle on the clutter and the things in my home and kind of knowing what's in my home. And that leads me into my next little tip as we start into this. I'm going to be keeping, probably on my phone, unless I decide to do a physical list, but on my phone, in my notes, I'm going to be keeping a list of things I need to purchase. Because as I go through the house, I'm either going to find out that things I'm low in, like maybe I need Q-tips or maybe I need dish soap. And as I'm decluttering and organizing under my sink, I may see other things I need. So it might be because you're low in something, or it may be because you realize that you need a basket to corral those socks. You need a basket or a bin for things that you're finding a new category for. Because decluttering doesn't always mean you're getting rid of everything. Sometimes it just simply means that you're creating less clutter by making a home for everything in your house. So I will talk more about these topics and the things I am mentioning now as we go through this series, but I wanted to give you a little hey. I wanted to tell you kind of what sparks me to do this every fall. And some years I've filmed it, some years I haven't. Some years, like last year, I believe I gave you guys a video of like over 100 things that you could declutter in your home. And during that time, I was decluttering. So I hope that you enjoy this journey with me, and let's go ahead and get started. I want to say a huge thank you to Vevor for sponsoring this week's video. They sent me their 1 liter per hour water distiller, and it has all the pieces and parts you need to distill your own water at home. As you can see, it came packaged very nicely, and it also has a glass pitcher to distill your water into. As you can see, it has a touch control panel feature as well as a silicone bottom on the glass pitcher so you don't have anything slipping or sliding. Everything was very easy to assemble. It has filters as well, and it also includes a cleaner that you can clean up any buildup from any mineral deposits that may happen inside of the distiller. Before we get started and I show you how easy it is to distill your own water, we just need to assemble the glass pitcher. It has these nice little metal bands that go right around the glass pitcher and attach to the handle on the side. Lid that is placed on top of the pitcher is very convenient to keep particles and things out of your distilled water, but it has a small opening to allow the distiller to deposit water into the pitcher. Inside of the distiller, you will see a fill line. You just want to fill to that point, and then you can plug in your power cord into the back of the distiller. Now you're ready to distill some water. So all you need to do is put the pitcher up to the small dispenser spout so that it can run right into the pitcher. You select your temperature that you want the water to distill at, and you just let it go. Like I said, it does distill about 1 liter of water per hour. The distiller will shut down automatically when the heating temperature exceeds 302 degrees Fahrenheit. And best of all, if you're looking for a water distiller, I have a coupon code located in the description box. A few things that I like to use distilled water for is watering my houseplants, particularly because we live in town and the water that the town provides is just not pure and clean enough to keep my beautiful plants alive and thriving. So using distilled water is one of the best ways to keep them growing and happy. Another way I like to use distilled water is in my coffee maker. It keeps my coffee machine running smoothly without any buildup inside of the lines of the coffee machine. And I know that I don't have to clean my coffee maker as often because it has pure water running through it. Again, check out the coupon code and all the information in the description box below to try out Vevor products. You will really enjoy it if you're in the market for a water distiller. All right, so I have a lot of things opened up here, and like I said, you're gonna get to see all the cringy. This is my closet that I stash things into. We're gonna get into that first in a second, but I'm just gonna show you a few other things I've got going on. So we're working on painting. Like I said, we have a room upstairs we're about to do a makeover on. I've got like homeschool curriculum, clothing from the wrong season here. This is our office area. This is my desk. Kind of a mess, kind of stuff that needs to be gone through, and my husband's desk on this side. So I'm just kind of giving you an idea of where this closet is located. Obviously, there's just a lot of things out of place, and I'm going to be making a pile of stuff that will go to the thrift store. I'll show you all what I take to the thrift store or what I donate as we work on this. So I'm actually going to empty most of this closet out. I work best at emptying my space out and then putting back only the things I want to keep. So let's get started. If you all have watched my channel for a while, then you know that this closet was kind of a catch-all for a lot of different things. One side of it held a lot of things that I used to get ready because I was getting ready in front of this mirror that's next to this closet. But we are actually getting ready to have a new vanity in our bathroom and have more space and more storage in there. So most of the things on that side of this closet really are going to migrate into the bathroom where they're supposed to be, which is going to free up a lot of space in this closet. There was also a lot of homeschool curriculum and things that were in here that needed to be moved out, so that I decided not to use this year or were for years to come. So I really wanted to free up this space. I didn't have a lot in mind that I want to use this for, but just emptying it out, so as I go through the house and declutter, it's kind of a closet that I can organize extra things in if I need some extra space. So as you can see, I left the board games on the top shelf of this shelving unit. It's just the best place for us to keep our board games out of reach, so that the girls can be monitored and have some guidance when they're playing games, and we don't lose game pieces. So those don't go in our playroom area. And then the next shelves down, I wanted to just put some of my extra learning tools and things that we don't use every single day, but we do use throughout the week. I do have a designated spot for our homeschool stuff in the kitchen, which we probably will kind of zip through later on, either in this video or the next one. And so I just wanted this as kind of an overflow area for a couple of homeschool things. Alright, so you're going to see a lot of empty space in here, which is great. That means that this can work as possibly some extra overflow as I work through the house. That's why I wanted to start with this closet. So you're going to see a lot of random things in here, but that's what this storage closet is for. So over in our closet in our room, there's not a lot of shoe storage, which you'll see as we get there. So I decided for now, we've tried different things with our shoes. But I've decided for now I'm just going to put Corey's shoes on this side and mine on this side, and I did declutter quite a bit. There's a nice pile here for donations, and then Corey had recently went through his. I'm not sure if he has any more around the house, but I'll let him figure that out later today. So for now, I have these. This shelf is empty. I don't know if I'm going to put anything on here for now. Again, a nice empty spot. And as you saw, I put my Cricut stuff in here, and here is like all of my vinyls, which you know I like to make my labels with. That is our family photo album that I order pictures once a month and put into. Sometime I can go through that, and I actually have photos I need to organize, so maybe that'll be a part of this series. I don't know. This is my mat for my Cricut whenever I do iron-on stuff on t-shirts and stuff like that. So just some awkward sized things I decided to put up there right now. This is my bin of like cords. That's my other camera. Just random stuff in here for filming and things like that. And I actually decluttered this as well and threw out a bunch of cords that I didn't really know what they were for. And then this guy is empty. So again, another odd space in case we have extra. And then I'm going to switch to this other side. So obviously we've got the games on top. This here, like I said, has our homeschool tools and things, learning tools and stuff in there, which I love having those in bins so I can take it out to the table when we're doing school. This is more like my self-help books, faith books, things like that. I did decide to move the rest of the books that were in here upstairs to a different bookshelf that are like homeschool related books. These are binders that are too big to fit in our cabinet in the kitchen that I put a lot of our homeschool stuff in. This is going to be like the girls' portfolios for this year, and these are binders they keep loose leaf worksheets in. And then obviously the shoes. So let's move to the next area. All right, so working our way around the corner from this is this hall closet, and you all actually seen me organize this not that long ago. We are keeping a lot of the same stuff in here, but I'm going to go through the girls' clothing. This is the biggest dilemma. This is the part that I've got to solve. They get dressed themselves a lot, and so they need a little bit of an easier solution than these dividers. I do like these for some things. So I'm going to probably move some of this stuff over here, and I want to put bins in here for leggings and sweatshirts, things that don't necessarily need to be folded perfectly, things that can be thrown in a bin, that they can even put their own laundry away, which is what we're working towards. So we're just going to change some things around. Some of this backstock here is going to be moved downstairs, which I'm going to have a video soon on my like food storage and things like that. That's probably going to go up on my main channel, just because my main channel is very cooking centered and things like that. So this will be a part of some of my back storage downstairs, and we're going to turn some of this into more clothing storage for the girls, since it's becoming winter and this is just not nearly enough space. I mean, I know it's very dumped around. They are 5, 6, and 7, so this is expected on days when I haven't gotten to touch it up for a little bit. But we're gonna move some things around, so I am so thrilled with how this all came together, and it really just solved a bunch of problems for me. So obviously we've got the shoe bins down there. Here we've got sweatshirts and jackets and sweaters. And then up here I decided to move our everyday school books and curriculum that we use all the time to this closet instead of using up one of my kitchen cabinets, which I really needed that extra space in the kitchen. And everything fit in here perfectly in this box, and this is one of those really inexpensive boxes from IKEA. I have like flashcards and just other things that we use pretty regularly, loose leaf paper, things like that. And these are like math sheets that come from the company that we use, and also the math flashcards as well. These are like daily books that they work out of. And then this is my teacher planner here, and the math books that I have for my teacher side of things, and also the book that we are currently reading. I like to read aloud to the girls almost every day, and we're doing the Little House series. So we're in the first book, and that's the Little House in the Big Woods, and then just like the art supplies and pencils that we need on the daily, and then obviously just the stash of paper towels and toilet paper we keep up here. Again, I do have a lot of things down in our basement, and I will at some point show you all that. So that's this side of the closet. Now this side is not that perfect, but that's exactly why I decided to do the bins. We have a little step stool down here for when they need to access something that's higher than they can reach. So basically what I did here is each girl has a bin for regular shirts and tops and things, and then a bin for leggings. And then up here on the top, we have one bin for everybody's PJs and one bin for dresses, for church and things like that. And then up here we have like hair accessories, hair ties, extra socks, a few things like that. It's just really simplified and really streamlined. I'm gonna be honest, I thought I would get this accomplished a little faster than what I have, but that's okay. It may end up being a longer series than 3 videos, so stay tuned. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope this inspired you. I'm so excited to go through the rest of my house and give you all that inspiration. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like. Leave me a comment below. I love reading your comments, and I'll see you all in my next video.